and they'll rank them from number 1 to 1,000. Okay? So I wanted to find out who are all my foreclosure investors who are active in Charlotte.
What's it, Twello?
Twello, TWELLO.com. Twello. Okay? Oh, goodness gracious, what is going on with this static in the room here? Sorry, guys. And you can see here I found 137 people in Charlotte who were tweeting about foreclosures in the last 24 hours. Okay? Now, do you know you can read other people's email on Twitter? Okay, this guy is actually saying, Jason is talking to John on Twitter, saying, you've got seniority on me, my friend. I bought my first real estate flip 10 years ago, did everything wrong, and still made a nice profit. Okay? Do you want to meet this guy, Jason? What do? You press the follow button, right? And Twitter sends Jason an email that says, Duncan is now following you on Twitter. He's going to say, well, who the hell is Duncan, right? He goes to see me. I have a profile that's set up. I'm a real estate investor focusing on the same thing. He's going to follow me back, right? More than likely. Okay? Now, you can join in this conversation. Okay? And you should actually even set up your Twitter account to automatically reply to somebody whenever they follow you and say, thanks for following me. Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite investment strategy? Okay, so you're building a list on Twitter automatically because you can assign those lists on Twitter for those people only to see certain things. Okay? So that's why Twitter is important as a tool for lead gen. So I build software, not me personally, but I have programmers who build software for me to find me leads all day long using the internet. And if I could get this laptop, super sensitive, my first software is called the Online Lead Finder. It's a robot that scans the internet for social triggers when people are talking about certain keywords like new baby, anyone know, job relocation, talking about divorce, probate, bankruptcy, foreclosure, etc. And it's getting that data and presenting it into one view so I can see if there is an opportunity for me to add value that these people know I buy and sell houses quick. Do you see what I'm doing? Social triggers. I'm picking up what people are talking about. Now, so here's an example. Now I just want to go after classified ads and go to many at once using Craigslist, Backpage, Kijiji, and I want to say I want to get all, and this is how you can make $5,000, $10,000 a weekend. Listen very carefully, okay? I want to just go to for sale by owners because those are people who can't use a realtor because there's no commission to be paid to a realtor, correct? Okay? Or they're cheap and they want to get that thing, not pay a realtor. So I pick my area that I want them in. I want to go by keywords, price range, bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. All right? So I'm just going to use the keyword in this sample called motivated. And in this case, I pulled back 136 leads today for motivated sellers in Atlanta that pull them back into one view that I can screen very quickly. I can press a button and get their comps. I can go to the website and see it. All right? What's more important here, not only that, is you'll see up here I have an email template. I have a drop-down box that I can literally check all of these guys, send an email to them all at once. All right? It's not manual. All at once. Boom.
This is your software?
Our software. Yep. Okay. Now, so on day one, I email these people. I'll show you an example of a template. So very simple. Okay. Hey, I saw your ad. I'm an investor. I buy and sell houses fast. What's the best deal you can give me? I don't want to sell them in my template. I just want to get an interaction and have them answer a question so I can start engaging with them and open the conversation. Okay. Following what I do. So the first day I send them an email. Because I can extract their phone number and all the details of that deal, the next day I go to callfire.com. Callfire.com, write it down, guys, because this is how you're going to get to 100 people in literally 5 minutes. I voice blast these people. I upload my spreadsheet to Callfire. I then dial into it, say, hey, this is Duncan, just want to call you back. Did you get my email yesterday about the offer for your house? That's all I say. Click. Okay? Because my number is going to show up on their caller ID. If you got a call like that on your message, do you think you'd call me back? They're calling you now. I'm not calling them. If they haven't called me yet, I do a three-step motivation program. Email, voice blast, and the next thing I do is text blast. Most people's phone numbers they give are their cell phone, yes? Okay, so day 3, they still have my list up there of my 100 contacts, my 100 leads. I then send them a text saying, hey, Duncan again, did you get my message about the offer on your house? That's all I do. Call me back. I've spent literally 5 cents a phone call, 5 cents a text blast, so in total, I've contacted these people 3 times for a total cost altogether of $10. Okay? Is that not easier than sending out 1,000 postcards and spending $1,000? Okay. So with that technique, literally you can do a deal every single weekend.
What is the website called?
Pardon me?
What's the website?
Callfire.com. Callfire.com. Okay. So moving on with that, guys, that strategy alone, you'll have no shortage of money because it never fails. Because I know the numbers. For every 100 calls you make, you will get a deal. Okay? Well, I shouldn't say that. My slowest student here in California, took him 137 calls before he got his first check. You know what his first check was? $30,000. So would you press the button twice to make 100 offers or 100 contacts to make $30,000? Okay? Some people say they can't get deals. I say you're too lazy or not even willing to use automation to do the work for you to get the deals. Okay? I'm just making the thing quicker and easier to do.
So your system is quicker because you're obviously going to the sellers, not to the real estate agents.
Correct.
You're not going through all that crap, right?
Correct. Now, there are some
I mean,
cases...
not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, there are some cases, which I'll show you shortly, about how I deal with realtors. But let's talk about Twitter here real quick, this is what I do here in California. This is my Twitter module. Now remember I told you how you could do Twitter manually, but I'm not going to do that manually. So I built software and said, I want everybody tweeting the word short sale, foreclosure, bankruptcy, probate, okay? I could do California, I could do Los Angeles, but what I want to do is I want to bring back everybody who tweeted that, okay, in California in the last 24 hours, so I can check them all and I can press the button follow and then say start. It's going to go follow everybody, so Twitter sends them a notice that I'm now following them, okay? They check out who I am. I can then direct message them with a private email, or I can tweet at their username where they haven't followed me back, and I'm saying something like, hey, do you have any short sale deals available that I can make offers on? Let me know, Duncan. Could you send out something like that on Twitter once a day? Yeah? Okay. So you will see up here it says auto campaigns. So I set these things up, classified Twitter marketing and auto campaigns, so it runs minimized on your PC and it just works in the background. I'm not working, it's working. Okay? I just handle the leads and the calls and the website leads as they come in. So let's go through some other stuff here because I want to get to the heart of the matter here. So basically, I'm driving these people, let me go back. Okay, so here's another module within the software. And let's say you could get the email address of every single investor in a certain area from Facebook, Twitter, Google, LinkedIn, etc. Would that be powerful to you? So you don't want to buy the names now, you just want to get them for free. Is that something you'd like to know how? So oh, come on, there's so much static electricity up here. So, stop it. So, I could say Los Angeles real estate investor, okay? And I say I want to go to Google+, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, etc. I'm going to grab any of the emails. I press search, and it will start bringing back all of their real email addresses over here so I can save to the database, okay? And now I have these, okay? And it does this in seconds. And just keep, and you can say export more, okay? Export them to CSV so you can do stuff with them, okay? So, let's say you wanted to get everybody on Facebook user ID or Facebook, because all of you get a Facebook email address if you know it or not, or a user ID. So I say I want all people, in this case I did Atlanta, Georgia, who liked real estate or said they cash buy real estate. I scrape their user ID or their Facebook email address, and then I go into the software and I say, I only want to show my ad to the people, in this case Chicago investors, using their emails or their user IDs. And when they log in, you only show my ad to these people, nobody else, because I'm not paying Facebook to display my ad to people who are not interested or targets that I've personally picked. Okay, so my ad displays are 1 penny to 2 penny a click, rather than $1 a click. That's powerful. Okay, so here's what I did. This was February's results. Okay, this just happened when I took the screenshot. But these are my leads from Facebook for the month of February. Over 9 websites in the state of, or 9 landing pages of a website in the state of North Carolina. 1,000 leads just from Facebook. So let me ask you, could you do a deal if you got 1,000 leads from Facebook in a month? I hope you'd be able to do one. Okay? And I've assigned these to 2 people to go through and sort. All right, so that's how powerful Facebook can be. So we drive them to websites where we have different forms, we tell them who we are, what we do, etc., that we're collecting information everywhere we go, so we have a bulk email manager in there depending on the type of buyer they are. It creates a property package and we blast it to that segment of our database. So it's send an email, sell a house, send an email, sell a house. Isn't that the way you want to do business? Nice and easy, right? Okay, so I want to talk about the system to sort deals. How many of you have a website right now? No? You're really in trouble. Okay? So don't worry, I'll give you one. So when you get a website, it has to do 3 things. It has to pre-screen people to educate them, because if they're calling you and asking the same questions over again, you're wasting your time. Okay? Too many unmotivated sellers, too many looky-loo buyers. So let's educate them so they already know about us before they call us. Okay? It has to negotiate. When you have a website, set it up so as soon as they fill in the contact us form for an offer, the first thing it does is say thank you, but is that really the best you can do? Okay, so it gets them in the mindset of they're going to negotiate down, right? Okay, it tells me motivation, and it has to follow up on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 5, day 7, day 10, day 14, now day 21, day 30, and so on and so on. Because people are shopping, right? So you have to stay in their mind, so let the system do this automatically for them to remind them, hey, your offer is this, you know, etc. So we have a templated system that you can change very easily. So this is the base template, you know, easy, 1 click, who we are, what we do, how we help, etc. All right, you want to change it, we just simply click on some pictures in the background, we can import our videos, you can upload your logos, and here's another version of it. So it becomes how you stand out from everybody else in the area. Okay, so you're building your brand. How many people here have a Google Voice number? Get yourself a free Google Voice number, google.com voice, okay? When you get your website, you take the copy and paste code they give you and you embed it above your form that you have that you're asking them, because a lot of people don't want to fill out forms. They'd rather just talk to somebody right away. So they click the call, we'll dial their phone, dial your phone, and connect you automatically, or whoever you designate to answer that call to fill out the form. Okay? If it's free, why not use it if it will increase your conversion rate 2 to 3 times? All right? When are you guys going to do this? As soon as I give you a website, right? Okay, so when a lead comes into the system, you get an email that tells you basically, here's your information, here's how much money you can make on the deal, here's the equity spreads, here's the person's name, how motivated are they, etc. You log into your mobile device, as an example, or your website, and you'll see in the back, here's your customer management system. It tracks everything, okay? Here's the to-dos, the team assignments, here's the email manager.
So everything's right there on the website. We don't even need paper, huh?
Don't need paper, okay? So here's the best part about it. It will tell you automatically, it will actually creates automatically 3 offers. A cash wholesale offer, a lease option offer, and a seller finance offer, okay? So that they can pick their own, or you can send them all 3 and let them decide which one they want, because what it does next is it fills in all the paperwork for you and shoots it out to them, okay? So anybody can do this. So just an example, It'll actually also tell you the exit summary. It'll tell you, well, based on these 3 offers we sent out, your first offer, you're only going to make $9,000 on. Your lease option, you'll make $29,000 on. Your seller finance deal, you'll make $49,000 on. Okay? So this, and all this helps you do this analysis, your equity calculator, your comps, etc. So that's all in the system. So finding sellers now is really what's left to do. Now remember, I've had you build your buyers list already in the beginning. So I am going to talk about offline marketing for those people who are using direct mail still. Remember on your postcards to add your domain name, because that will increase your response rate than just a phone number. Okay? Add a website domain name to your mailing piece. It will double to triple your response rate more than a phone number, because they want to check you out first. Okay, so the best list to work to get deals are evictions, because when a landlord is an empty property and it's been torn up, he is the most frustrated that he's at the point where he's ready to get out of it for a discount. Okay? Next is probate, inherited property trust list. In California, hardly anybody works these leads, and you will pick up great deals because you have tax. The heirs have tax to pay, and the heirs want the cash quick. All right? So those lists are very good. Now, the next one is code enforcement and abandoned properties. Do you not have a very vigilant code enforcement department down here? They place code violations on properties galore down here, yes? Anybody does fix and flips? Okay. So you know that they're very active. But code enforcement keeps a list of who owns the property, what the code violations are, how long they've been on that list, etc. Well, those are active people those are people I should be actively targeting. Let me get that mess off your hands, right? Let me take it over and deal with it, all right? Abandoned properties, okay? Very, very good. And there are lots of abandoned properties, okay? Tax delinquent, tax liens list. And for you guys who want to do short sales and make bigger sums of money, bankruptcy, by going to a website called pacer.gov. It's the Federal Records Department of really crime cases, of bankruptcy, any public access record you can get through pacer.gov. You are looking in the bankruptcy records section of it for all cases with the word dismissed, not discharged. Discharged means they successfully completed the bankruptcy and on their way back. Dismissed is the government's way of saying you failed, that bank's going to come back after you now and take your assets, and but you better do something. Okay? So, in the short sale market, I should say the foreclosure market prior to that house going into bankruptcy, you had agents, you had attorneys, you had investors all bugging these people to sell them their house. They went bankruptcy to stop all the stress, right, to try and work out a payment plan, but they couldn't keep it up. 90% of all payment plans don't work out. Okay? So, but the thing is, most investors, agents go away. The attorneys already got their bankruptcy earnings, so who's left to rescue them? You. Okay? And the bank's ready to do a deal because that house has been tied up in bankruptcy so long, they're going to take the offer from you because you're first in, right? So you might want to think about this because it's only 8 cents a lead. Every file you pull and get the dismissed record, it's only 8 cents. Would you not spend, what, $8 on 100 of these things? Come on, guys. Come on. Okay? So you want to go to clicktomail.com. This is United States Postal Service's mailing department. Basically, you upload your spreadsheet, you upload your marketing piece, you do a mail merge, and the government will print it out for you. They'll stick it in an envelope and mail it the next day for slightly more than the cost of the stamp. Okay? 10 minutes and you're done. You don't have to use any expensive mailing program, or you don't have to lick and stick in your home. Okay? So, I want to move to online marketing because that's where we get thousands of leads each month. Let me show you this one, guys. So for tonight, I'm going to talk about local search, pay-per-click. In my course, I have over 80 ways to do this guerrilla marketing that you're going to get lots and lots of leads. So, local search marketing. Let me ask you, have any of you ever done a search for anything, like a bakery, a pizza, or whatever, and you've got a map that came up on your search results that showed you all the closest businesses that match your results? That's called a local search result, okay? So 70% of people who got that result made a buying decision from what came up on that map. You see, you think you could utilize that in your business to get a ton of leads? Let me show you. So, if you were sitting in Greenville and you typed the word sell house fast, yes, I could pay to be in spot number 1. But every other spot down that page, you know who has it? I do. Okay? Because I know how to do it. So I'm going to teach you tonight how to do it right here in your own local area. You want to know how to? But you better have a website. So here's what you do. You take your Gmail address, you go to google.com/places, Places, google.com/places. You'll add your business, it says add a business. It'll walk you through a wizard. You need to answer every single question, not skipping over any one of them, okay? The more questions you answer, the higher up you go in the map, okay? So when it asks you how many parking spaces you have, what do you tell them? Yeah, we have off-street parking, okay? It will ask you what forms of payment you take. I take everything. I take cash, credit card, checks. I'll take Discover. I'll take whatever. I'll take beads. If that's what it means. When they say show me a picture of your business, if you don't want to show a picture of your business, you're working from home, you go to free photo stock and you get a picture of a happy couple standing in front of a sold sign that you upload. Okay? Make sure it says free photo stock, not paid photo stock, otherwise they're going to nail you for it. So the next thing you do is when it comes to, we need to see a video of your business. They want to see what you do. Okay? Well, you could go and sit in front of your web camera and give them a 1-minute sales pitch. We're the best in this area for helping people stop their foreclosure and getting them into another house, or whatever you want to say. Okay? Doesn't have to be fancy, just upload the video. Okay? As you walk through that wizard, press submit. They're going to pop up and say, now we need to verify it. They're going to send you a postcard to that address with a code. You're going to take that code, go back to google.com/places, insert the code, and within 15 minutes, now you are going to start getting leads. Okay? This is my inbox from my little town of over 100 leads just from that one action. So let me ask you guys, when are you going to do this? Tomorrow.
By the way, do we pay for the Google leads? Or that's something
They're free. If you do it the way I just told you, they're free.
It's not like Google Words, right?
That's not Google AdWords, that's Google Places.
Okay.
That's a free search result. Okay? Let's talk about Google AdWords, because that's another way to do things. Oh, gosh, this is driving me crazy tonight. Okay? So Google AdWords is another one where you pay. All right? So that's where you're at the top or down the side. All right? So what we do is, I just am very, very good at creating campaigns that say, I only want leads within this certain area. I don't want leads within these red dotted areas, okay? Or I only want them within this zip code or this circumference around this point, okay? So when you use good keywords and you make them location-based, you can get your leads down very, very cheap, okay? So let's take a typical month. They took a year, divided the year by my monthly spend. My monthly spend is $300. Average leads per month are 596 from Google.